Hello, today we are going to be working those glutes, working that butt on the back side. So we're going to start on our backs. We're going to be on our backs for pretty much the entire workout. We're going to start with a segmented bridge and hip raise here just to kind of peel our spine up off of the floor and get those glutes to open up, and then reattach, curving that top part of your spine back down to the mat. Tilt out a little bit and then flatten that pelvis. Peel each vertebrae up one by one. Work on keeping your knees in parallel. Just warming up this backside, opening those hips up so that we can really get those glutes to fire up and work hard. So nice and controlled through each segment of the spine. Good, all right, next we're gonna do just a flat back bridge. So you're gonna tilt your pelvis, you're gonna squeeze those glutes, and you're just gonna bridge up. Again, keeping those knees in parallel. If you have trouble keeping your knees in and they like to fall out, then go ahead and take a small ball or a pillow or something that you can put in between your knees to keep them in parallel so you can get those glutes to fire properly. Hinging up with this flat back, pushing through those glutes. There is a lot of bridging in this sequence today. So by the time you're done with this, you're going to be a bridge master. Excellent. All right, so next we're going up into a bridge hold. So we did the flat back. So you're going to use that flat back to come up again. Hips are going to stay up and level. Keep your arms on the ground, and you're trying to keep your hips level. You're just going to extend one leg out and then the other leg. So your focus is on that leg that's on the ground. You're gripping with your foot, and that glute is holding your hips up and level. Everything in that backside. If your hamstrings are cramping, then that means your hamstrings are trying to dominate and those glutes aren't turning on quite right. So try tucking your pelvis, tuck that pubic bone up towards the belly button, and that'll get that butt to grab. All right, next we're going into a dead bug. So we're gonna do a little core work mixed in to let that butt rest. Extending the opposite arm and leg out, back in, and switch. Keep that connection of the sacrum to the floor. Digging deep into your core, back and forth. Nice job. Really feel that deep transverse abdominis inside, engaging, pulling you in. All right, you're going to go onto your left side. On your left side, we are going to do a modified side plank. So your bottom leg is bent, your top leg is straight, hips are up, they push forward and up, arm up to stabilize, and you're just going to raise that top leg up and down. So your bottom hip and glute, as well as that whole left side seam underneath, are engaged, holding you up, and that top leg is working in the outside of that hip, raising that leg up and down. Perfect. All right, we're going to go onto our back again, and we're just going to repeat that sequence. Starting over with that bridge hold, doing that leg extension. So digging deep into those glutes again, keeping the hips up as you extend one leg. Plant that leg, fire into that glute, and extend the other leg. Going back and forth. Nice job. Really feel those glutes fired up. We have some single leg bridges where you're going gonna be holding that leg extension and going up and down here in a few intervals. So make sure you're feeling those glutes, waking up to do that work. All right, we're going dead bug again. Legs are coming back up into tabletop, arms straight up towards the ceiling. Try and keep that neck and shoulders relaxed. You're extending opposite arm and leg, then dig deep, coming back to center. Each time you come in, breathe out, and really make sure that low back is pushing into the mat. Excellent. All right, onto that left side again. So bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight. You're going up into that modified side plank. Hips come up, push forward, and then you're raising that top leg up and down. Good. Keeping that bottom side up strong. As we get into these, they get a little bit tougher. So let me flip over to that other side. It's going to get even more challenging. You're doing great. Excellent. All right, onto your back. We are going to go into that one-legged bridge I was just talking about. So what you're going to do is squeeze those hips up to the ceiling, get that glute engaged. Let's start with our left leg down, our right leg extends. Do your best to keep your hips level. You dip a little bit and then lift back up. So grip the floor with your toes and heel, and then really push through that grip of the floor and get that glute to squeeze you up. Do your best to keep those hips level. This is a tough one to do. Nice and strong. Excellent. All right, come down. You can kind of hug the knees in. Stretch that out a little bit. Now you get to go with your right leg. So tilt that pelvis, squeeze those hips up. You're going to dig deep into the hold on that right side. Left leg is long. Dip down a little bit and squeeze up. So keep those hips level. Nice and strong in that back side. Pressing up. So for all these bridges we're doing, two-legged, one-legged, whatever, if you want to challenge yourself and you have a foam roller at home or a BOSU or some kind of unstable surface like that, you can always put that under your feet. I think it's real fun. All right, hugging in here. All right, we're going to go legs up into tabletop, and we're going to just do some wipers, getting some rotation in here. So dig deep into that core, get your obliques and those deep abs to bring you back to center. Try not to use those back muscles. It's okay if you feel a stretch as your legs go to the side, but dig deep into that core, pushing back to center, working this wiper motion. Good. And if you're up for more of a challenge on these, you can go with a straight leg, and you can do a full wiper back and forth as well. All right, time for that right side. So you have your right side plank here. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight, same thing as the other side. Nice controlled raises with that top leg. Good, it's keeping those hips forward. Bottom side up, so that whole right side seam is working underneath. And that left leg is working, raising up and down on top. Do Doing good. For this, we're going to go on our back and start that sequence again with that one-legged bridge. All right, so onto your back. We're going to start with that left leg again. So left leg stays down. You're going to tilt the pelvis, squeeze those hips up, extend your right leg long, and you're doing this bridge. Just do your best to keep your hips level. If you start to cramp up in your hamstrings, go ahead and set yourself down and reset. Tilt the pelvis, bring it back into that glute, because these glutes are going to be fatiguing. If you're doing everything right, they are working hard, and those hamstrings are going to start taking on more to help out. Doing good. Excellent. All right, hug those knees in. Now we have this right side. Just going to tilt that pelvis, squeeze those glutes up, and that left leg extends. Nice and strong. And into this right glute. Grip in the floor. Get that connection. Firing that glute up. Oh yeah, I can really feel it now. Doing good. You need to reset, take a quick break. Get back into it. If you're fatigued and things keep cramping, then just rest it out. The more you do this, the stronger they'll get. Excellent. All right, hug in again. Now we're going into that half wiper exercise. So legs up in tabletop, dropping side to side. So before I was talking about going with the long legs. So if you want to do that, you can go back and forth. Probably not going to go quite as far as you do with the bent legs, because you want to keep control. Try not to use momentum. You want to use those abs with this workout. Get those legs to come back and forth. Good. You can keep those legs bent. You can keep them up. Or if you're pretty exhausted, you can even put your feet on the floor and just drop your knees side to side. Excellent. All right, we have that right side plank. One more time here. You're gonna press those hips up, forward, and then nice controlled raises with that left leg. Doing good. You have worked hard. Hopefully you fatigued that butt, those glutes, that deep core some. You can move on and get going with the rest of your day. Good. A few more seconds here, and then I am going to take you through just a couple of quick stretches. All right, so you're just going to go on your back. We're just going to do a quick butt stretch. So you're going to take your left ankle across your right knee. You're going to grab your right thigh and you're going to pull back and hug in nice and tight to get a good stretch into that left hip, that left glute, since we worked it so hard today. Try and keep your shoulders relaxed. Good. Set that down and switch to the other side. So cross that right ankle over the left leg and pull that left leg back, stretching into your right hip now. Just relax into it. All right. And with that, you are done. So thanks for joining me today. Hopefully you'll feel that butt a little bit later because you worked it hard. And I will see you next time. Bye.